Alright guys, this video was made in 1965 in France. It's called The Effect of Emotional Deprivation and Neglect on Babies. It is subtitled in English, so I'm going to turn the volume off and I will read it to you as we go along, and I have it playing at 1 1/4 speed. Emmanuel, okay, he moves it, this guy Emmanuel, he's playing with blocks. He moves it from hand to hand, right? Playing like a little baby, like what we expect a little baby to do. Okay. Watch his behavior, guys. Okay. He is completely absorbed by the activity and pays little attention to those around him. Christine, who regularly attends a nursery, does not behave much differently. So the first kid was his mom stays home with him. This girl goes to daycare. She handles the block with both hands. Okay. Tries to stack them and picks them up when they fall. She too is totally absorbed by the game. These two examples show us children whose families offered them complete security. On the other hand, when family conditions are unfavorable to the point of requiring the child's removal from the home, the child's behavior will be affected as follows. Institutionalized children. Caroline, a victim of maternal neglect, is anorexic. She picks up one of the blocks but shows only fleeting interest in playing. She frequently looks at the experimenters in the room. She engages in some play but is preoccupied by those around her. In the next case, we also see increased attention paid by the child to his environment and a correlating decrease in attention paid to the game. For example, Veronique, who is also anorexic, expresses refusal by raising her hands in an avoidance gesture. When she finally picks up a block, the worried look she casts suggests anxiety. Okay, her demeanor is passive. She does not play. Guys, she is looking for approval. She is afraid. She has anxiety. This is programming. This is what I'm talking about, the abuse. This is what it causes, guys. Look, this is a little baby. This child is running out of fear, fight or flight. Jean, who is removed from her home at a young age and institutionalized after several failed foster placements. Look, she's like 8 months old, guys. An emotionally deprived child may prioritize social contact, which could be motivated by the child's intense desire to find a maternal substitute. All they want is safety. Her curiosity in new objects is minimal. She accepts without resistance when the block is placed in her hand, but shows no real interest. Do you see how she accepts it? Because she does what authority tells her. She is waiting for her next fucking command. This is what I'm talking. This is the slave programming, guys. It's right there. Right at the beginning of life. Due to what? Parental neglect, abandonment, not a loving environment, not a safe environment. You are teaching your kid to look for authority figures, to be a slave. Renee, whose case is similar, sits motionless in front of the blocks. Look, looking for approval. You see that? Scared as fuck. After a while, he makes a motion for the block, but is plagued by such anxiety that little by little he becomes totally disinterested in the game and those around him. He is so plagued with anxiety. Why? He withdraws into himself and takes refuge in the self-soothing activity of thumb sucking. Annette, who is also anorexic, has an attitude of immobility. She is completely disinterested in her surroundings. Guys, and I just want to point out something. You notice how all these kids are anorexic? Isn't that something? Huh? They refuse to eat, right? Because they want their bodies to heal. They know it's poison. They know. Her growing anxiety manifests by twitching lip movements and irregular breathing. What does that remind you of? ADHD, maybe? The beginning stages of ADHD? Autism? ODD? Autism can be discerned from the vague gaze of this little girl. Here we see Colette, also deprived of affection and care, showing the same symptoms of autism and anxiety. She remains still and breathes heavily. Guys, this is what we're doing to our kids. Every single one of you cocksucking parents that think you're fucking great parents. You are stressing the fuck out of your kid because you have told them they are not enough, that they need to learn, that they need to fucking listen. They need, oh my God. It's disgusting, guys. This is abuse. Thus, emotional deprivation provokes not only the anxiety that is well known to psychologists, but also inhibits the child's exploratory instincts and curiosity in new objects, and may result in autism in the most serious cases. Y'all better start thinking about this shit.